Hello, people. So today we have an exciting personality amongst us. We have with us CA Vyomessh Pathak. Now, Mr. Vyomessh Pathak is currently working with Capgemini. And not only this, he has many feathers in his cap. He's a numerology expert, he's a Vastu expert, and now he also gives Rudraksh trainings to people. So what is this? Let's explore with him. Hello, sir. First of all, thank you
Hi.
so much for joining us, giving us your time today. Before we begin, we would like to shed some light on your personal journey. So can you tell us a bit about your journey into numerology and Vastu? And let us know about your Rudraksha offerings and numerology coaching.
Yeah, sure. So I'll break this up into three. Of course, I begin with my journey as a chartered accountant, right? Being qualified in 2008. So I have been into the consultancy, more from the technical side, the tax technical side, since more than 15 years now. And obviously, being a chartered accountant, you're always fascinated with the numbers, So the numbers always excited me, and that is how I was actually playing around with numbers since many years. But to be honest, I was not that uh, uh, attached to numerology initially. But it is my mother who was more keen into numerology, Vastu, and all this
Okay.
spiritual stuff. So it
Okay.
is she. I can say that she is my first mentor, life mentor also, and also for the occult practices, because she has inculcated these numbers and numerology and Vastu and all the spiritual stuff into me. So it is she who initiated this. She used to just guide me that this number is this number is that, etc., etc., etc. And then later on in my life, it is just 5 years before today that I actually did this. Actually excited me in terms of getting into numerology. Then I trained myself professionally. I got certifications into numerology, followed by Vastu. And then I started taking consultations also. And today I serve clients across the globe. Right, no countries left. You can say I have clients in all the countries, both in numerology as well as Vastu. And of course, Rudraksh is something which for me is an emotion, right? I have been attached to Rudraksh or attracted to Rudraksh right from my childhood. And being a devotee of Shiv Mahadev since childhood, I think Rudraksh comes naturally to me. And that is how I actually uh, explored Rudraksh. I was wearing Rudraksh, one or two Rudraksh here and there, but then later on, I thought that I can combine numerology and Rudraksh, knowing the benefits of Rudraksh together and serve people better and give them better results. So that is how I did a deep dive into Rudraksh, and I went into the scriptures, the Granths and the Purans of our own uh, culture. And then I researched deep, I went deep, and I have also uh, come out with my own book, which is Miracles of Rudraksh,
Oh, wow.
Mystical Insights, which has been just published this Mahashivratri. So that is all in all the journey, starting with numerology, Vastu, and now Rudraksh. And so I specialize all these three. And I have been into coaching and mentoring largely for professionals, right? Largely
Okay.
for CA students, for chartered accountants. I have been training them since many years. So now I have also started training people in numerology, Rudraksh, and anyone. I'll be starting with Vastu coaching also soon. So as of now, I have already completed 3 batches of numerology, and I call it a Numero Rudraksh combined course, which is a rare. I don't think anybody in the country offers this. So this is a rare course which I have specifically designed, and it's a mix of consultation experience plus occult. That is how I function currently. Yeah.
Okay. So, here I would like to ask you that how did your background as a CA influence your approach to numerology and Vastu? And, how do you balance the analytical and spiritual aspects of your career?
Yeah, sure. So see, being into consulting for almost 15 years, the idea is to find solutions for your clients, right?
Mm.
So there can be two sorts of things to get success in your life. One is specifically in this field, which is the occult field. One is डर का business, which generally people do, कि डरा दो शनि की महादशा है, राहु है, केतु है, etc., etc. My approach has been slightly different. I have been into consulting, being into the analytical practice, etc., finding answers to questions. That has been my role in taxation, in my professional field. So I bring that approach here also, that the focus is more on finding solutions rather than triggering questions, or rather than highlighting issues or problems, right? People are not interested in knowing their problems. In fact, they know their problems better than us. They come to us for answers, they come to us for solutions. So it has to be a solution driven process rather than a dar se juda hua business. So that is how I personally function. Yes, definitely chartered accountancy, the education, the qualification, and the entire training helps me to guide people in a right and logical manner. And when a professional is doing numerology and rudraksh or vastu, the confidence level of the people also increases, that yes, a person with an education background also believes in this science, and obviously the results will be there.
True. It was quite informative.
Yeah.
So, what has been your most fulfilling experience in advising clients using numerology and Vastu?
Yeah, so see, as far as numerology is concerned, there have been a lot of success stories, but I think couple of stories which are very close to my heart, and I often feel very grateful about it, not boastful, but grateful about it, is basically with the help of numerology. I have seen results in people who are not able to give birth to a child, right?
Oh, really?
The largest success story has been one of my first cases initially in my career, that the couple was facing issues, medical issues, and the doctors had given up. They tried IVF 4 to 5 times, but that also failed. They were suggested surrogacy, but obviously the female was not comfortable with the surrogacy for obvious reasons. So then, as a last resort, they came to me, ki, this is the situation and everyone has given up. So I just thought that we'll give it a shot with the help of numerology and spiritual practices. That so few simple remedies, and in fact those remedies turned out to be miracle, and they actually conceived naturally, right? Even the doctors were shocked that the experience of doctor was more than my age at that point in time. The doctor had an experience of 42 years. He was also shocked that this is not possible as per medical science.
Oh, really?
But that is how it was, and the credit goes to the science, the credit goes to the Almighty. I am just a medium, right? So that was the largest success story, I would say. And post this, you may say that this was a fluke, this was one of a case, but later on, I have 5 more similar cases, right? Wherein people had various issues like PCOD or whatever conception issues, low sperm count, etc. So I have 5 to 6 case studies on this very aspect, right? These remedies have worked, and it has done miracles.
So these remedies it's something related to they have to eat, or the practices that they have to perform?
So these are very simple practices, like the simple remedy which I suggested, the largest remedy which has worked, was doing gau seva, right? Just feeding cow, and just doing pradakshina around the cow 7 times, minimum 7 times, and doing it consistently. That is what had worked. That was a miracle, along with few other practices like wearing rudraksh. Then obviously medication and all will be there, but wearing rudraksh and doing some karmic remedies, as in feeding the poor, etc., etc. So a combination of karmic remedies as well as the spiritual practices, very simple practices. It doesn't involve any of your cost, doesn't involve much of your time, but these are miraculous remedies.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so sir, how do numbers influence our lives according to numerology? And can
So
a numerology
yeah,
predict specific life events or trends, or is it more about guiding people to make better decisions?
yeah. So see, precisely as you see that everyone is born on a particular date. So your life begins with a date which is numbers,
But then there's
right?
so many people born on that day.
Yeah,
And that's
precisely.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
precisely. So you will say that Mukesh Ambani is born on a particular day. Other people also will be born on that day. Then why
Yeah.
his destiny is different from others?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is obviously that if both are born on the same day, right, the probabilities or the yoga in their life will be similar,
Oh,
right?
really?
Yes, it will be similar. I won't say same, but it will be similar. But there are other variable factors also which impact that where are you born, which family are you born. For example, Mukesh Ambani is born to Dhirubhai Ambani. So obviously he has a base, right? And he just has to take off. Whereas someone is born in a village, someone is born to an auto rickshaw driver. If he becomes a graduate in his family, that also is a Rajyog, right? First graduate of the family. So that also for me is a Rajyog. So you also need to consider the background where that person is born and the surroundings where he is born and which profession he is in. So there are multiple factors. His name spelling plays a very important role. So all these factors come together. So yes, numbers definitely play a vital role, and everything revolves around numbers. And if you see, the biggest follower of numerology in our country is the Ambani family, right? So if they can see success in this, obviously there has to be something.
True.
Yeah.
So, sir, how do you calculate a person's life path number, and what significance does it hold in their life?
Yeah. So see, there are two aspects, right? One is the destiny number, one is the life path number, right? So we in Hindi we call it Moolank and Bhagyank. The life path is called as the Bhagyank, and Moolank is the sum total of only your date of birth. So for example, if your date of birth is say 18th May 1986, if your date of birth is say 18th May 1986, then 1 plus 8, that is only your date of birth, that comes to your Moolank or the destiny number, that is 9. And when you do the sum total of your entire date of birth, that is 1 plus 8 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6, that will give you your life path number, or we also call it as a Bhagyank or a conductor number. We call the Moolank as a driver in our logical terms, driver
So, like
conductor.
my date of birth is 13/12/1987. So we
Correct.
need to add everything and then
Add everything and then you get the life path number. So your driver comes to 1 plus 3, that is 4. And when you do sum total of your entire date of birth, that comes to your life path number, or your, I would say, the Bhagyank or the conductor number.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So everybody can, so it is like 13 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1.
1 plus 3 plus your month plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can calculate our numbers, I think, like this.
Yeah,
And then,
definitely.
so
Yes.
everybody's life path number is different, right?
Yes,
So
everybody's
they would
life
be
path is
having
different.
there would be certain planets that would be
Yes,
governed by their
definitely.
life path number.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a combination. You need to see both the driver as well as the conductor, right? In your case, your driver is 4, right? So that will be ruling large part of your life, right? So that is how. So if I give you your own example, number 4 is ruled by Rahu, right? And people like the thought process of Rahu or number 4 people are out of the world, out of the box thinking, right? They are very much organized and disciplined in their life, hardworking people, and they like to do things differently. So that is how the driver number 4 works, right? Very much intelligent, very much brainy, right? So that is just to give you an example of your own date of birth.
But sir, when it comes to discipline, I think I am little I am
Yeah.
not that
So,
disciplined that
so,
I would say.
yeah. So,
We are more
discipline
governed
is,
by family because for me, family is
yeah,
very important.
obviously.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So in different parts of your life, in different times of your life, obviously you modify yourself, you mold yourself
yeah,
based on the situation. So that is how it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do you describe, Vastu to someone who's unfamiliar with it, and what are its core principles?
So see, in a simple nutshell, Vastu is just balancing the five elements, right? There are five elements, which is fire, earth, water, air,
Hmm.
and these five elements, right? So basically, Prithvi, Vayu, Jal, Agni, and sky. So these are the five elements, and you just balance these five elements in the eight directions. So there are eight basic directions, that is east, west, north, south, four being the primary direction,
Hmm.
northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, other four directions, right? So these are the eight directions and the five elements, the natural bodies surrounding us. So when you balance these two aspects, that is the whole science of Vastu. For example, you have water element, north, northeast, east is a water element.
Hmm.
So if you place water in that zone, then your Vastu is balanced. If you have fire in that zone, if you have kitchen in that zone, if you have washroom in that zone, then obviously your Vastu is defective. So it is as simple as that. Each direction has its own, I would say, element. So you just need to place that respective element in that direction. Vastu is as simple as that, right? We can keep on debating, discussing about 16 directions, 32 directions, but just in a simplistic nutshell, eight directions, five elements, you just balance these both, and that is Vastu. So Vastu is basically, when I break this up, Vas means stay. Where are you staying? Tu means you. So where do you stay? That is your Vastu. Be it your house, be it your office. That is how I describe Vastu.
So, are there any simple Vastu remedies that people can implement without major renovation?
See, that has been my USP, I would say, or that has been my core principles, that I hardly suggest any breakage or any civil work, right? I believe in simple remedies. For example, as I said, northeast is a water element. So simplistically, what you can do is you can keep a water fountain there
Hmm.
in that element, so that you have water there. If
Hmm.
that is not possible due to space constraint or whatever, you can at least have a picture of a waterfall, a photo of a
Oh,
waterfall on the wall. You will
okay.
get it easily on Amazon or
You
even
can
in the
keep
gift
a
shop.
small water fountain like a toy water
Definitely,
fountain.
definitely, you can do that.
Hmm.
So this is a simplistic remedy, right?
Hmm.
So then, if you have negative energies around, if you
Hmm.
see
Hmm.
some house not, the environment not friendly, etc. So what you can do is you can just have rock salt or the sea salt, right?
Hmm.
The sea salt, which is the natural salt, along
Hmm.
with fitkari or alum in
Hmm.
two different bowls. So that also will, make the environment or the surrounding positive, and it will energize the house. So these are very simple and cost-effective remedies again. So
Hmm.
the idea behind all these remedies, be it numerology or Vastu, is very minimalistic cost, right? No burden to your pocket,
Hmm.
and highly effective remedies.
Hmm. Okay, so this was about Vastu. One thing that I'm quite curious to know is about, what's the relationship between numerology and personal growth or career success?
So see, in numerology, there are three aspects of any individual or any human life, right?
Hmm.
I have four in my life, but generally it is health, career, career and relationship, and obviously the third one is money. So people are concerned about health, career, and relationship. These are the three aspects, right? Career and money go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So basically, as far as numerology is concerned, you can guide people firstly with their right career path, that whether this career is right for you, or are you in a wrong profession. That is first aspect, because if you are in the right profession, then only you will be successful, and then only you will be earning well. So that
Hmm.
is one.
Hmm.
Secondly, the relationship sector, right? Whether your so basically matchmaking is what we do with the help of numerology also. So that is another aspect as far as
Oh,
relationship is
wow.
concerned.
Oh, that's nice.
So that is there. Secondly, with remedies, numerology remedies, very simple and cost-effective remedies. You can improve your all aspects, be it career, money, or relationship. There is fourth aspect to it also, which is spirituality. But today, very few people are interested in spirituality, and it is more about career and money
So
oriented.
how do you feel spirituality can solve problems for people in
So
professional
see,
career or
yeah.
personal life?
So see, spirituality is just being true to yourself and being true to. So for me, spirituality is different. Spirituality is not going to temple and sitting in temple, right? Spirituality for me is being true to yourself, being true to your people. I am a person who believes in karma, and if you do right things, and
Hmm.
if you are true to the people around you, if you are honest with the people around you,
Hmm.
that is the real spirituality, right? And if you give right to the society, if you give right to the people, obviously it will multiply and come back to you.
Yeah, but that is right, sir. But nowadays, you think we can practice spirituality because there's so much, so many unfair practices going around. And if you say that, okay, you know, you'll do your own, you'll do your own karma, let them do their karma. Does it work this way? Because then people start taking you for granted, and
So see, yeah, so
because it
there
happens in
is
corporates also so many times. It happens in
definitely,
personal lives where wives, where husbands are taking wives for granted, or wives, if
yeah,
husband is docile, then wives are dominating their husband. So it happens.
yeah,
So you think their
definitely,
spirituality work, or it's very important to
yeah.
take a responsibility of your actions?
Yeah. So see, there are two aspects. Yes, I have been in corporates for 15 years, so I have seen corporate politics all throughout.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
seen people around, many people come to me with relationship issues also. So I
Hmm.
have seen those issues also. But when I say being true to yourself is when I say being true to yourself, obviously you will not let injustice happen to you too, right? It when you need to take stand, you need to take stand,
You need to
as
take steps.
simple as
Yes.
that. It is not that you are always a victim and you are on the receiving end. When you need to stand tall, you will take stand and you will have to be there. So
Hmm.
when I say don't do wrong, I mean that obviously you should not think of bad for anybody, and you should not on your own
Hmm.
do negative karmas for people around you. But obviously when you are at the receiving end, you need to stand tall, and you need to, I won't say rebel, but obviously raise your voice. So that is obviously there. You can't be just a victim always throughout your life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in Gurbani also it's written that if you play a victim, that's even a bigger problem.
Precise. That is also a bigger crime. I would say that
Yeah,
that
that's a
itself
bigger
is a crime.
crime, and it's
Precisely.
raise your voice against
Yeah.
injustice. That is
Precisely.
what our guru's been doing,
Precisely. Yeah.
raising your voice against
Yeah.
injustice. So I think, yeah, that is also a form of spirituality. Not only, you have to stop injustice happening with you, but also around society.
Yes.
That is also
Precisely.
one form of
Precisely.
spirituality, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah,
Yeah.
you are absolutely right. It's more about being true to everything, being true to your partner, being true to your
Correct.
profession, being true to your work, like everything.
Correct.
Loyalty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. That was quite enlightening. So, sir, there are many misconceptions about numerology. So, what do you think right now people have those misconceptions because they feel okay, अपना नाम बदल लो तो फर्क पड़ जाएगा या फिर अपने नाम के आगे A लगा दो तो उससे success मिल जाएगी. So, do you think कि these because I've met 2 3 people and they changed their name on Insta. So I just asked them why did you change their name? So they said that we consulted somebody and they told us if you can add another A, you'll get more projects.
Yeah.
So I think that is I don't think so that works. But what about you? I would
Yeah.
like to hear
So
about
if
you.
you
What has
see
worked
if
for
you
you?
see on the screen my name spelling also, I have also added one S, right? My initial name
Yes,
spelling was
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see
Vyomesh, and
that.
I've added one more S.
Yeah, yeah.
So see, basically, yes, there are misconceptions or myths regarding numerology that yes, definitely people feel or people take it towards a superstitious side. But as far as I am concerned, from my perspective, numerology is, and it was, and it will remain a science, right? So you need to look at it as from a science perspective. It is a science of numbers, it is science of energies, it is science of vibrations and the planets, right? So here what we do is we study the planets, we study your numbers and then give you suggestion. It is not that since you have visited a numerologist, your name spelling will be changed. That is not true always, right? Name spelling is the last step which I do as far as a remedy is concerned, right? Because no person likes to tinker their own name because they have been called with that name for so many years altogether.
Yeah.
So it is not just about name spelling, right? It is doing about other remedies also first. And name spelling is I would say a second step or an advanced stage if required. Obviously, if yes, definitely it helps because that is the only variable part which you can change in your life, right? Your date of birth remains the same, your driver, conductor, mulang bhagyang, your life path, everything remains the same. What you can change or what you can alter is name spelling. So does name spelling play an important role? Yes, definitely it does. I have seen many people with very good birth charts, but big failure in their life. The reason being their name was not in sync with their date of birth. So if you ask me, name spelling plays a 50 to 60% role in your life, whether you are successful or not successful. So it is important. Definitely, it is important. Secondly, the remedies part which we do in numerology, again, I don't recommend any gemstones, nothing. I purely believe in giving simple remedies, Rudraksh remedies, which are cost effective. You don't need to spend much, right? And that has given results. So there are two ways to look at it, that you should use numerology as a tool or as a navigation tool in your life and not as a superstition, right? If you say that I change my name and things will come naturally without working, that is not going to help, right? Karma is first. I always believe in karma and hard work, right? Work, obviously, it is just that I will do remedies, I will sit at home and I will not work. People should come to me samne se, aisa to hoga nahi, right? So karma is always there, but yes, these are the tools which support, which aid your life, which aid your I would say it smoothens your path. So it is as good as a Google map. I always say that, right? If you want to travel to unknown destinations, you use Google map and you navigate yourself. You get to know where is traffic. You get to know, do I need to use diversion? Is that road? Is there any roadblock, etc. That is how numerology also works for me. That it is a navigation tool. You use it as a tool and not as a superstition. It should be helping your life rather than a roadblock, right? Not something ki numerology should help you grow rather than stop you grow. So that is how I look at it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, all right. My next question to you is, how do you, what are your views on numerology and Vastu together? Do you think numerology and Vastu complement each other?
Yeah, so definitely, numerology and Vastu complement each other because according to me, where numerology ends, the magic of Vastu starts, right? So Vastu is basically definitely plays an important role. If your house is not Vastu compliant, if your office is not Vastu compliant, it can give you health issues, it can give you failure in business or your job or even relationship. So all these aspects are interconnected, and definitely you can combine numerology and Vastu to give a holistic solution to clients and to people. And there I have few clients who take both numerology as well as Vastu consultation because obviously they need a comprehensive result, because you need to fix it from all aspects rather than fixing it only from one or two aspects. So definitely they both go in sync.
Cool. So how can one balance personal energy through both numerology and Vastu to lead a more fulfilled life?
Yeah. So see, as I said, numerology, very simple. You need to study your strength, weakness as per your birth chart, right? So some birth charts are good for business, some birth charts are good for job. So you just need to understand your true potential, that what is the right profession for me, right? You need to understand your numbers well. And this is my strength, this is my weakness. Work on your weakness to improve on that, as well as strength. If you know this is your strength, use that as your trump card, and use that as your USP, and work towards that so that you get success in life. Similarly, Vastu, as I said, it is simple, 5 elements, 8 directions. Ensure that there is a balance. Practically, it is difficult when you are specifically staying in metro cities like Mumbai, Delhi, etc., where you are staying in flats, right?
Hmm.
Getting 100% Vastu compliant flat is impossible. So
Yeah.
there are few basic checkpoints which you just need to check, that your north, northeast, and east should be open. That is, your balconies, your windows should be in these directions so that you get air, natural. See, Vastu is all about getting natural air and light,
Hmm.
as simple as that. So air and light should come from these positive directions so that your Vastu is largely taken care of. So
Hmm.
if your Vastu and birth chart, or the remedies you do as per numerology are in sync, definitely you will be successful in all aspects of your life, be it career, wealth, or relationship.
So, sir, how do these Vedic sciences they help in addressing mental or emotional blocks in a person's life?
Yeah. So see, there are few numbers, right? For example, if you see multiple twos in a date of birth, right? Multiple twos, or an anti combination when we see 1 and 8, that is Surya and Shani are anti combinations,
Hmm.
right? And 3 and 6 also to a large extent are anti combinations because Guru and Shukra. So when you have these anti combinations, or when you have multiple twos, these people are, or they may be prone to, uh, I would say, overthinking, lack of sleep, insomnia. So this may so looking at a birth chart, I can identify that this person might be facing these issues, the mental issues, the mental health,
Emotional
right?
issues,
And nowadays it is quite
common.
obvious that many people are facing these issues, and they are admitting it too, right? So
Hmm.
definitely, merely by looking at the birth chart, I can make out that yes, this person might have these issues, and we give simple remedies. Which starts with simple 5 minutes meditation, no rocket science, purely sitting with your own self, no typical activities to be done,
Hmm.
right? No hard and fast thing. And then you do simple karmic remedies, like you drink water in silver glass, you
Hmm.
offer water to shivling. So these are very simple remedies, which does not involve, ना आपका पैसा जाता है, ना आपका time जाता है. Very simplistic but highly effective remedies. So yes, definitely we can uh, target curing mental health also with the help of numerology, and of course coupled with Rudraksh also.
Hmm. Okay, so this was about personal life, and it can numerology and Vastu guide entrepreneurs or business owners in setting up successful businesses?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, the biggest follower of numerology in our country and Vastu is the Ambani family. So they believe it in this science so strongly. If you see all the cars of Mukesh Ambani, largely they are all on number 9. You can Google it out. Geo, right? Geo comes to 9. So they follow numerology religiously. There are many businessmen, many business houses who consult me. One for their career aspects, that is obviously their growth and all from numerology and Rudrak's perspective. Secondly, I have also done their Vastu, be it their office premises or factory premises, that what should be placed where.
Hmm.
For example, if you take the case of factory, where should be the raw materials kept? Where should be the machinery kept? Where should be the finished goods kept? So effectively, the location of these items also play a very important role in the success or a failure of a business. So definitely both of these go hand in hand, and I have seen a person from zero become a hero
Oh,
in a very
really?
short
Share
span of
his
time.
story with us?
So very recently, I when I was conducting last month in July itself, I was conducting a batch of numerology, wherein I had a student who has driver number 1 and his personal year. So we calculate a concept called personal year. That is when you said that, can you time or can you predict that when what things can happen? So we use the concept of personal year, wherein you can predict things that how this year is going to be. So this was his anti-personal year. He's into diamond jewelry and diamond stuff, right? So he told me that, sir, this is my anti-year, and I have already seen theft in my office. I have seen cheating, fraud in my office. My stock has been stolen. So I have seen many losses this year already. And as you said, this year is not good for me. So can you help me to improve whatever better I can do? So I gave him three power remedies, simple remedies, right? He followed that religiously. He followed that for 3 weeks, and in the third week itself, he told me that he got an order of 2.5 crores, which
Wow.
is highest of his career, not just this year, but this is highest of his career, right? So that is how he has been a follower of this science now more than me. I would say that because he has seen result, right? Within 3 weeks, if you are getting this result, then obviously there has to be something in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it helps business also, and it helps personal life both.
Okay, so this client, he was quite religious. He religious in following your decision. Have you ever had a skeptical client, and how do you approach people who are new to these concepts or doubtful of their efficacy?
So see, I myself was skeptical to begin with because I come from a professional background, right? I don't trust things easily. Unless I see results, I don't trust things easily. So I have been that myself, right? So therefore, it is not difficult for me to handle people because I feel that they are like-minded people for me, right? Unless you see the results, you will not get satisfied. So yes, initially there are people. Again, when I started my career, this was more that when you don't have that credibility in the market and you are new in the market, people doubt you, people doubt your abilities, that will you be able to solve their problems, etc. But definitely over a period of time, and now that I have good, I would say, goodwill in the industry, so obviously the number of people are very less with this background or this particular aspect. But yes, people do come with a doubting mindset or skeptical mindset. I know how to tune them out, and just I simplistically I just tell them that what is the downside of doing this? Are you spending time? Are you spending money? The answer is no. Right? In any case, you are struggling in your life, so better give it a shot.
Yeah.
As simple as that. And definitely, once they see the results, they will definitely be positive.
Yeah. So what is one numerology or Vastu tip that everyone could apply in their daily lives, regardless of their belief system?
See, the simple thing is basically the key number in numerology is I always believe is number 5, which is the balance number, right? It has 4 numbers. If you look at the sequence, there are 9 numbers, 1 to 9, right? So 5 has 4 numbers above it, 4 numbers below it. So it is a number of balance, right? It is the number of I would say even if you prepare a chart, birth chart, it comes in the center. So 5 is the number which is a universal friend, and you can do remedies of number 5. Anybody can do, irrespective of their date of birth. And what is the remedy? It is simple. You just need to eat green leafy vegetables more. Use more green around you. If you see, I have green pen with me always, right? I write with a green pen. So that is a simple remedy that you can do. Again, no cost involved. So that is the beauty. Very minimalistic cost, and it is just eating some green stuff. It is, you can have a cucumber in your meal. Just add that. Any green, coriander leaves, right? As simple as that. Just have this regularly, so you are doing the remedy of Mercury, that is Buddh or Mercury gives you strength and stability in life, right? So that is why this is very important. That is a simple numerology tip, right? Another numerology tip, which is the power remedy, which I told you, right? This 2.5 crore order. That is a power remedy which anybody can do. That it's a karmic remedy basically. Whenever you feel stuck in life, or even if you are not stuck in life, every Wednesday or every Tuesday, depending on your availability again, uh, you have to visit Ganesh temple, right? And offer 5 yellow sweets, be it peda, laddu, whatever yellow color sweets, 5 पेड़े देने हैं,
Ganesh.
गणेश जी को चढ़ाने हैं, and whatever is your wish, it can be anything. Just tell your wish to him. He will take care of that, right? This 2.5 crores came in 3 weeks by this remedy.
Wow.
This is a simple remedy which anybody can do, right? Along with this, you can also have 1.25 meters yellow cloth. If you really are stuck somewhere, you can add 1.25 meters yellow cloth and offer it to Ganesh ji. Very simple remedy, no cost, very limited cost, and highly effective. Third numerology tip is simple. Again, a karmic remedy is Gau Seva. Feed cow at least once a week, right? Feed cows at least once a week with grass or whatever you get. That also. So cow is, I will say, a motherly figure on the earth, right? And the purest soul on in existence on the earth. So therefore, you get
Still,
all the
so many
positive.
people abuse
Yeah,
cows.
that is the sad part of it. But at least as a responsible citizen, we should share this awareness that how powerful this particular, I won't say animal, but this is not an animal. This is basically a motherly figure to all of us. It gives us so much in the nature. So therefore, this is another remedy. So if you do these 3 things also and nothing else, then also your life will be much sorted. As far as Vastu is concerned, the simplistic things, as I told you, is uh, keep the whenever you are buying a flat or whenever you are going for any office, etc. Just see that north, northeast, east is open. You are getting positive energies from these directions. Positive energies, as in the light and air, should come from these directions, right? So this is a simple Vastu tip.
Okay, so one I should, one is a personal tip that I would like to get from you. That is, my mother, she stays unwell most of the time. So, she has one or the other problem cropping up. So, any tip you can give her
Yeah.
for
So see,
health and wellness? Because
definitely.
after COVID or, during COVID, we've seen that many people took their health and wellness for granted, and that that really backfired. So can you shed some light on
Yeah. So see, there are simple remedy as far as numerology is concerned. And I am a person who doesn't believe in a gemstone. I believe our culture is about mantra, tantra, and yantra, right?
Yeah.
So mantra remedy is for health. There is Gayatri mantra which we can do regularly. Second one is obviously Hanuman Chalisa, which gives us strength, right? And third, when the illness is more severe, we can also do Mahamrutyunjay Jap. That is mantra. Tantra, there is coming to yantra. Yantra, there is a Gayatri yantra which comes, right, which is purely for health, right? I have given it to many of my relatives and it has helped very much. The Gayatri yantra there.
And
Then
what's the
as
cost
far
of
as Gayatri Yantra will anywhere between 3 to 6,000, you can get it easily. It comes in silver, that is why it is expensive. Otherwise, 3 to 6,000 में आपको मिल जाएगा. Good quality you can get at 6,000 also. Normal quality you may get it at 3,000 too. So this is one. Secondly, Rudraksh is very much powerful. For example, if someone is facing mental illness, say migraine, or anything, any brain related issue, autism kids, for example.
Autism. Yeah, there are many kids that right now I'm seeing that are suffering from autism.
Yeah. So Ekmukhi Rudraksh is the one which helps
but
you.
So there's some food restrictions, right? After wearing Rudraksh, you can't eat non-veg.
Yeah. So while wearing Rudraksh, it is recommended, again not mandatory, it is recommended that while you are wearing Rudraksh, you should not eat non-veg. So effectively, I am so generally people here eat non-veg on Wednesdays, Sundays, etc. So you just need to remove that while eating non-veg. Next day, take bath and wear it again. As simple as that. So it is not that you are permanently banned from wearing Rudraksh if you are eating non-veg.
So kids who are suffering from autism, they can wear Rudraksh. Yes,
Ekmukhi Rudraksh is definitely there. For people of migraine, I have seen migraine getting cured, 80% migraine getting cured in a week's time. So again, there are various Rudraksh for conception, there are two-mukhi Rudraksh, do-mukhi Rudraksh, 13-mukhi Rudraksh, Garbha Gauri Rudraksh. So you have Rudraksh for each problem, even within health. So that is there. So all these are highly effective, which has given results. And I am talking this purely based on my experience, right? I have actually seen results, and that is why I can say with confidence that yes, I have seen results with all these.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, I think what problem with with us, generation like us, is that we are very distracted all the time. There's so many things around us, and it's very difficult to focus, on one task every day, or to focus on your profession and to balance everything. So what advice would you like to give them? Because entertainment is there in our hand, and it's such a, it gives such a dopamine hit that you want to do it after every 1 or 2 hours, because if you're doing something, you find something boring, then you again and start watching something or the other. So it's a big problem nowadays with kids also, to have that concentration, focus in their lives. So what would you suggest in that?
So, there have been phases in life where initially, if you see our earlier generations, as soon as they get up, they used to, pray, right?
Yeah.
On the bed itself, they used to pray to God, and that is how. What we used to do initially for people like you and me, we used to get up and check WhatsApp. Kisi ka message aaya, kya aaya, right? And now the next generation, or even we, as a matter of fact, now from WhatsApp we have moved to Instagram. Every few minutes, every few hours, we just check Instagram. So effectively, this social media, yes, it is a good thing, but it has reduced the attention span to our life has become like a reel, right? You cannot focus more than a minute, 1.5 minutes on one particular thing. So it is all about discipline, right? It is just simplistically discipline, that you have your task cut out, that this is how I plan my day, right? Whatever age you are. For example, definitely you should have your to-do list, you should have your action plan. So my kid is my son is of 3 years, right? We hardly give him screen time, very limited screen time. So if it is for us as parents to ensure that bade hoke to wo karenge, that is not in your control, but at least now you can tune in, because till the time of 5 years there are certain basic things which you can mold in your kids, and that become a habit, that become a habit of their part. And naturally, if you don't give them sugar intake, if you don't give them junk food till 5, obviously there is more chances that they will refrain from it going forward as well. So therefore it is just about, it starts with us, right? We have to practice it, and then obviously the kids will do it. So it starts with us. You have to plan your activities in a focused manner, in a planned manner, so that obviously there will be haphazard things happening here and there. But to the extent we can plan our day, we can plan our week, we can plan our month, our life becomes easier. And for example, we had this schedule at whatever time we have this, right? You ensure that you make yourself available at that particular time. So if you have things scheduled, if you have things lined up, definitely you will do other things efficiently, that yes, after this I have this, after this I have this, so therefore I need to finish this task. Otherwise you will keep on lingering things, and procrastination creeps in. So that is how simple. It is not that difficult. It is just we try to find reasons, we bluff our own self that we are busy. No, nobody is busy. It's all about preferences and the I would say the way we plan ourselves.
So what advice would you give to those looking to explore numerology and Vastu as a tool for personal development?
So see, definitely I'll give you my own example, right? I have been, if you say, the most laziest person on earth.
Really?
Even today, and I admit it, given a choice, I would like to sleep the whole day and do nothing, right? Even पानी पीने के लिए भी I will be कोई पिला दो यार ऐसा. That much आलसी I am even today. But the way I have tuned myself with the help of numerology, Rudraksh, Vastu, is that I am actually practicing it day in, day out. and it has given me that
So
energy, it has given me
how do
that
you
strength.
practice? What do you practice? Can you shed some light?
Yeah, so see, simple. I know that these are my traits. As I said, strength, weaknesses. I know this is my strength. I know communication is my strength. I know willpower is my strength. So whatever I decide, I will do it. Right. So I get to know with the help of numerology, these are my areas, and consultation is my forte, training is my forte, education is my forte. So I am focusing myself into those areas, and I'm more into coaching, mentoring, even with numerology, Rudraksh and Vastu, right? So that is how it has given me directions. It is giving me money also, right? It is giving me money big time. So therefore, you just with the help of numerology, Vastu, you just get to know your own self. Forget about others. It is difficult to know your own self. It is easier to judge others, but most important part is you have to know your own self. So know your own strength and act on your strength so that you earn well with the help of see, everything revolves around money. I'll be bluffing if I say that I don't need money, or anybody will be bluffing. Everybody needs money, right? We have needs, and our needs are increasing day in day out. So you need to maintain a standard of living, so everybody needs money. How do you earn money?
Mhm.
With the help of numerology, can you do that? Yes, definitely. I tell that uh, the courses I do, right? My students, immediately after completing the course, they can start their own numerology practice right from the next day itself.
Oh, right.
So you can earn very well. In fact, to tell you, whatever I am earning from numerology, Rudraksh Vastu is 4x of my salary today,
Mhm.
right? So if my salary is one, I am earning 4 times from this particular practice. So that is the beauty, or that is the power of these practices.
Hmm.
So obviously you do too many things together. Obviously, आलस का जगह ही नहीं है. You don't have time. Now I sleep only 3 hours a day. Right? I won't advise people to sleep 3 hours a day, but that 3 hours is enough for me. It gives me sound sleep uh, because I'm doing too many things together. So you can actually use these as your earning tools also, right? You can earn very well with these tools too.
So can you focus on your courses? Let's talk about your courses. What are your courses?
So as in
Courses
what
that you are
exactly?
offering, numerology and Vastu, for people
Courses,
to
yeah,
learn.
courses,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, I currently run a course which is a Numero Rudraksh combined course, right?
Okay.
Which is basically numerology plus Rudraksh, a unique combination. So it's a 15-day course wherein 9 day I teach numerology right from basic to professional, right? Complete end-to-end numerology. Then 3 days we have a Rudraksh course, which is again a professional course, and then we have Q&A sessions. We have post this, I also have 3 months hand holding wherein I actually conduct Q&A sessions, doubt solving sessions, because once you learn and then you start your practice, it is then when you actually get doubts or questions. I have this 3 months hand holding support also in my course. And very soon I'll be starting with Vastu course. I have not yet started because I just wanted to focus one at a time. So currently I'm offering numerous workshop or courses online. Later on, I'll be also venturing into Vastu coaching and Vastu training.
All right. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. It was lovely
Yeah,
to have you here. We had,
thank you.
interesting conversation on Vastu numerology, personal development.
Sure.
Everything was, very well described here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you very much.